Welcome back to the To Be Better. I can't just say To Be Better.
I looked up, I was like, are you having a stroke? And then I realized you said podcast, and I was like, that bitch.
So we are doing a series of short videos so that you guys have content other than the hour to 2 hour podcast that we will be doing on Sundays, as stated before. And I have 2 pages of questions and multiple screenshots. We've already fielded a couple questions today, but we're going to continue doing this. So the intro is not as cool as it could have been, but we're going to get right into the questions.
All right.
We were going to do the exhausted one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this question, I believe, came from our YouTube channel, and it says, talking about both parties needing a break, my man and I have open communication, and I will tell him I'm exhausted. I just need a break. And he will verbalize a plan to get me that break. My issue is the break never happens. How do I resolve the forgetfulness, in quotations, that makes me feel like I'm not deserving of a break? He says he's actually forgetting, and it's not that he doesn't want to give me a break. It actually says the break. But.
Yeah. So a lot of things came to my mind with you reading that. Men are forgetful. Like you were saying in the other one, like you have a million things in your mind. In a 15-minute time span, you could have 900 thoughts. Mm-hmm. I think it's like that for anybody.
I agree.
I said, gentle reminders.
It sounds better than saying like, though.
It does.
Okay.
I still feel like it makes me sound like a Neanderthal. So I think gentle reminders are a really big deal, especially if you know that your person is forgetful. Say you plan something 2 weeks out. You're going to go have a girls' night. Say I plan a girls' night. I don't really enjoy them, but I will remind you probably, I don't know, every other day. Like, hey, just don't forget this is going on Saturday night.
If you don't remind me the day of, I will forget.
Right.
I need to know that morning, hey, don't forget I'm going out tonight. Cool, gotcha. I have to know day of. If you tell me 2 or 3 days prior, unless I put it in my planner, I'm not remembering that.
Oh, no. I mean, like over that 2 weeks, I'm probably going to remind you 6 or 7 times.
I know. And I'm telling you that I will forget all 6 or
Right.
7 times, because though it's a priority to me that you go out and do those things, that's not a priority to me in terms of like,
in that moment.
we have $100,000 worth of bills that has to go out in the next 2 months.
Right.
My priorities in running our home and leading our home is making sure that you are provided for first and foremost and protected. So in the event that you're like, hey, I'm going to go out next weekend. Okay.
Right.
It doesn't affect my life. Like it's going to suck to sit here by myself, but unless I physically put it in my phone. So when I wake up and look at my phone to see what I have to do today, because I log a lot in my phone, I'm not going to remember that you're going out. There has been times that you're like, hey, I have boyfriend night tonight. I'm like, oh shit. Because I've made plans.
Right.
And you were like, oh, I have plans tonight. I'm like, oh, I'm such a piece of shit. I'm so sorry, I forgot. And like, hate that I said that. Like, anyways, I have that, and I've done that. And it's not because I don't want you to go have fun.
It's because you forgot.
It's because I have so much other shit going on.
Right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Something else that could help is having like a physical calendar in the kitchen, or like putting up a whiteboard. Don't have to be a massive one like what we have, but like something to click onto your fridge.
Tell me that whiteboard's not amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
It makes me feel
organized. Important.
I don't know. It gives me
Like
goosebumps.
a CEO.
Yeah.
Like a boss bitch.
I like standing in my TikToks and
Waving your little marker.
get like a physical calendar. If you're going to plan to go out on a Wednesday night, write it on that calendar. Every time your man is in the kitchen, he's going to see that. And he's going to be like, oh yeah, that's right. That's going to happen. Put it in his phone. Set a reminder. Something that I used to do was set an alarm, and then in the description, whatever's there. I feel like a lot of it's not resentfulness in that comment, but I feel like that's going to build towards resentment, you know, if she doesn't get her break, but it's totally preventable. I don't want this to sound super shitty, but like it's kind of on her.
I agree.
You know, like if you know your man is forgetful, remind him. You're not getting a break, not solely because he's forgetting, it's because you don't want to remind him. Like you expect him to just remember.
Right.
You know?
So 2 things. Resentment is a envy emotion and not an anger emotion. So if she gets resentful because he's not giving her that break, it's because she feels he's getting one and she isn't. And that's an envy thing. The issue that I have with the message that we got is that if you needed a break, I'm not making you wait 2 weeks for it. If you came to me and you were like, babe, I'm exhausted, I need a break. I'm like, cool, what do you want to do? You know, the movies night? You want to go to dinner? Tell me what you need. You don't want to deal with the kids tonight. You want to go to shop Target for the next 2 hours and get Starbucks or go to Hobby Lobby. Go do that.
Right.
I don't need to plan. I don't need 2 weeks planning time to give you 2 hours to go do something for yourself. You want a spa day on Saturday and today's Tuesday? Dope. Put it in your calendar. I'll put it in mine. Remind me Friday that you're not going to be home Saturday so that I can do something. And then I'll have something showing that I have something on Saturday that I have to do. So somebody's like, hey, I need you to do this. I can be like, well, I have something going on Saturday. I can't help you.
Right.
So in the event that you need more than a couple of days to plan whatever it is you're doing, there's an understanding for a break there. Now, if you were like, hey, I'm going to go to Disney with my sister, that's obviously going to take some time.
Right.
And that's not something I'm going to forget because it's like Disney's not cheap. That's an expensive ordeal. Not that I can even imagine you wanting to go to Disney, but I can't imagine you riding Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. But
I actually really enjoy Disney. I like getting the little the Mickey ears that are all cartooned and whatnot.
But again, if you needed a break, why am I making you wait that long to get to your break?
So what I said was just an example.
No, I get that. But I'm talking about specifically on the email.
Right.
If he's forgetting that she asked for a break, it's because he's putting it off. If you need a break and you're tired and exhausted and I need to come home and DoorDash dinner and get the kids in the bath and do homework and get them to bed.
Right.
And you need to go out and get away from everyone because you're ready to burn the house to the ground. I'm not making you wait for that. You need that break. I'm going to come home and take care of all this stuff while you go do your thing.
Well, I feel like that needs to be communicated too. Like if I'm at my wit's end and I'm getting ready to lose my shit, I need to tell you I'm getting ready to lose my shit, not just hold that in me. You know,
Right.
Men aren't mind readers.
No.
So if it's like I need an immediate break, I'm gonna tell you I'm fucking leaving. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you I'm leaving.
Right. But if I need that break, I'm going to say it. I'm going to tell you when I need it.
Right.
Not 3 weeks before I think I might need it because a lot can happen in 3 weeks. And if you need a scheduled break, every Saturday is my day. I'm not cleaning the house. I'm not cooking. I'm not answering the phone, whatever. I know that Saturday I'm going to have to step up and make sure that food's here. Those are conversations that need to be had.
Right.
I just don't. I guess my hang up is that I would not make you wait if you needed a break. But I also know that I'm a right now person. So in the event that I need a break, I'm telling you right now I need a break. And it doesn't happen often. You can verify that this doesn't happen often. But in the event that I've had enough, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I don't want to hear anything from anyone. And like unless somebody's literally dying or my businesses are on fire, I don't want to hear from the world.
Right.
Because that's when I need my break. Like I'm at my wit's end. I'm overstimulated. I'm ready to self-destruct, which is a very real thing for me. That's when I'm going to say I need a break. I'm not going to say I need a break the day beforehand. I'll say I need a vacation soon.
Yeah.
Like, let's plan a vacation. So maybe that's what they need to do. I think that, I don't think that it's a forgetful thing on his part. I think that he might be too wrapped up in himself. And
That's
just
really shitty.
and used to life happening the way that it does. It is shitty. And I'm gonna I guess save the day with this comment in that I know you got the house. I don't worry about the house.
Right.
I don't worry about food. I don't worry about grocery shopping. I don't worry about any of that shit because you have it. So I'm wrapped up in my life. Like this morning with the water bottles. I'm doing my shit and forgot that one little simple task that you asked me to do because I'm wrapped up in my shit.
Right.
So it's not that I'm self-absorbed. It's that I have other things going on and things that are more important to you than they are to me is not getting accomplished.
Right.
But that's a teamwork thing. You know what I mean? They have to be able to communicate like, hey, this is important to me. I need to make sure that this happens. And if it's, I need a break, he needs to be like, all right, let's make this happen right now. What do you want to do?
Right.
That's my thoughts on that. Why are you eyeballing me?
Do that again. Oh, fucking hate it here. I hate it here. Jesus. That's twice this video.
Yeah, that's right, though. It's way better than the podcast.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. As a woman, the things that I would, the steps that I would take, the things that I can actively do to avoid this situation in the future is gentle reminders. Get a calendar. I wouldn't nag about it.
No.
I wouldn't
You
be
would
like-
absolutely make me put it in my phone, though.
Right, I would. I'd be like, it's a repetitive pattern at this point. You've shown me you forget. I would like you to add it to your phone. That way I don't feel like I'm not a priority. It's also the way you word things, you know. If you're
I agree.
You always constantly forget shit. And did I just say the F word again? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I would like to add on to that, though, because this is kind of important. There are no two people communicate the same way.
Right.
So our communication is unique to other people's. Yours is unique to you. Mine is. So like if you and I are telling a story, I'm not getting into a lot of unnecessary details. I'm going to tell you what I need to tell you to get the point across so that we can resolve whatever's going on and move past it. If you are somebody that is caught up in details and we are having a conversation, I know that I have to communicate those details to you. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up in asking questions that are not relevant to what I'm telling you.
Right.
It's relevant to what you need to hear, but not what I need to tell you. So when you understand your partner's communication styles, your communication is going to be more effective.
Right.
It's a lot, right?
That is a lot. That was also a super smart thing to say.
Well, I say that because that's what I was thinking about the entire time, that I was saying that if you need a break, when you tell me I need a break, in my mind, it's, oh shit, she needs it right now, because I'm not going to take a break until I need that break. I may say, oh, I need a vacation soon. That's me warning you. Like I'm getting to my wit's end. I need a week somewhere not here.
Right.
But even when I'm on vacation, I work. I could be at Vegas at the poker table and I'm on my phone checking cameras and seeing what, is coming in and out of the bank accounts and checking with the managers and things like that. But I'm also one of those people that will articulate what I need when I need it, not prior.
Right.
So this is one of those things where her communication is obviously different than his, just like yours is different than mine.
Right. I think you also function differently than the vast majority of the
99%
population.
of the people in the world do not. Yeah, I agree.
So,
but that's something that we've had to work on.
Right.
You know what I mean? That is something that we've actively had to work on, because my brain doesn't operate like a lot of people's. But all right, so final thoughts. I have none. I've laid it all out. If you've got anything else, let's hit that and then we'll hit the next question.
no, I think I hit every point I wanted to.
Okay. So see you guys on the next video.